Okay. So the first thing that happens is the stimulus ACH binds to the sodium channel. Then it reaches resting membrane potential, which is negative 70 millivolts. This is maintained by the sodium-potassium pump, and it's negative 70 because of the different proteins that are in it. So the next step is subthreshold. This is where it reaches negative 55 millivolts, and the channels are most sensitive here. There's not enough sodium to pass the threshold to reach the action potential, so it just goes right back down. Then is depolarization. This is where there's a sodium influx which is released into the muscle fiber. ACH attaches to the ligated channels, and this causes them to open and then release into the synapse. And next is it reaches action potential, which is plus 30 millivolts. Then it goes down, repolarization. This is where there's a potassium efflux. This is where potassium goes out, and this causes it to become negative because it's losing potassium. And then next is hyperpolarization. This is where there's too much potassium, and because of this it overshoots the resting membrane potential and it goes below the threshold. And the reason why this happens is because there is slow closing potassium channels, so the potassium can't go into them. And then it goes right back to the resting membrane potential, again at negative 70, right back to the beginning. So I'll ask you some questions. So, what is resting membrane potential?
Is it negative 70
Yeah.
millivolts or
Yep.
MV?
So what's action potential?
It's 30 millivolts.
Yep. What happens at subthreshold?
Isn't there a weak stimulus and it doesn't have enough sodium to pass through?
Yep. And then what happens during hyperpolarization?
Too much potassium and then overshoots the resting
Resting membrane potential. Yep.
Whatever.
Good job.
RMV.